The journey begins with fertile eggs, carefully sourced and loaded into massive setter machines. Eggs are turned. Automated candling instantly removes imperfections or internal faults. The eggs are placed into the setter, the first stage of controlled incubation. Fresh air supply. Meat and cedar. Temperature is key. Humidity control. Transfer is vital.
Higher humidity starts. The hatch begins.
Health checks applied. Chicks are graded. Ready for transport.
Nutrition is precise.
Monitored 24/7.
Final X-ray check. Sealed and shipped.
Sealed and ready for delivery.
Have you ever wondered what goes into making that crispy, juicy chicken nugget you love so much? It's a journey that's way more fascinating than you might think, starting long before it ever gets to your plate. Today, we're going on an epic adventure to uncover the entire process, from a tiny egg all the way to that delicious final bite. Let's dive in and see how chicken nuggets are really made. Our story begins not in a factory, but in a special kind of farm called a hatchery. This is where the life of a future chicken nugget starts, inside a fertilized egg. These eggs don't just come from any old chicken. They come from carefully selected parent birds, called broiler breeders, chosen for their health and ability to grow strong and meaty. Think of them as the superstar athletes of the chicken world. Once the eggs are laid, they're collected and brought to the hatchery. Here, they're placed into massive incubators. These machines are like high-tech mother hens, providing the perfect environment for the eggs to develop. They control everything: the temperature, the humidity, and even the gentle turning of the eggs, which is something a mother hen does naturally to make sure the chick develops properly. For about 21 days, these eggs are kept in this warm, cozy environment. Inside, a tiny embryo is slowly growing, transforming into a little chick. It's a delicate and precise science. On day 21, it's hatching day. The chicks start to peck their way out of their shells. It's a flurry of activity as thousands of fluffy, yellow chicks emerge, chirping and ready to start their lives. After they've hatched and dried off, they go through a quick health check. Trained workers make sure each chick is healthy and strong before they move on to the next stage of their journey. From the hatchery, the day-old chicks are carefully transported to a broiler farm. These farms are basically large, climate-controlled barns designed to give the chickens a safe and comfortable place to live. The floor is covered with soft bedding like wood shavings or straw, and there's always fresh food and water available. The temperature is kept just right, especially for the young chicks who need to stay warm. As they grow, the temperature is gradually adjusted. For the next several weeks, the chickens have one main job: to eat, drink, and grow. They are fed a specially formulated diet of grains like corn and soybeans, mixed with vitamins and minerals. This feed is designed to help them grow quickly and develop strong, healthy muscles. The barns are usually equipped with automated feeding and watering systems, so the chickens can eat and drink whenever they want. Veterinarians and farm managers regularly monitor the flock to ensure they stay healthy and that the living conditions are optimal. This period of growth is crucial for developing the quality meat that will eventually become chicken nuggets. After about 6 to 7 weeks, the chickens have reached the right size and weight. Now, it's time for them to move to the processing plant. This part of the process is handled with a focus on animal welfare and efficiency. The chickens are carefully gathered and transported to the plant, which is usually located close to the farm to minimize travel time and stress. Once at the processing plant, the chickens go through a series of highly regulated and automated steps. The first step is to render the birds unconscious in a humane way, following strict industry and government standards. After that, the processing begins. This includes feather removal, cleaning, and inspection by government officials, like those from the USDA and the United States. These inspectors are on site to ensure that every chicken meets strict food safety and quality standards before it moves on. Now we get to the part where the meat is prepared. The whole chickens are deboned. This is often done by a combination of skilled workers and advanced machinery. They carefully separate the meat from the bones. For chicken nuggets, it's primarily the breast meat that's used, known for being tender and lean. You might have heard rumors that all sorts of strange parts go into nuggets, but for reputable brands, it's typically high-quality breast meat, and sometimes rib meat. The deboned chicken meat is then ground up, kind of like making ground beef for burgers. This is a key step because it helps create the uniform texture we expect from a chicken nugget. The ground chicken is then moved to a large mixer. The exact recipe is often a closely guarded secret, but it usually includes salt, pepper, and other spices. Sometimes, a small amount of chicken skin is added to the mix. After the meat is seasoned and mixed, it's time to shape it. The seasoned ground chicken mixture is fed into a forming machine. The machine portions out the meat precisely so that every nugget is a consistent size and weight. Next up is the coating, which is what gives a chicken nugget its delicious, crispy exterior. This is a two-step process. First, the formed nuggets pass through a light batter, often called a pre-dust. This helps the main batter stick to the meat. Then, they're coated in a thicker batter or breading. This is the crispy layer we all know and love. The breading can be made from a variety of ingredients, like wheat flour, corn flour, and spices. This outer layer is crucial for both texture and flavor. Once they're coated, the nuggets take a quick dip in hot oil. This is a process called par frying. They are only cooked for a very short time, just enough to set the batter and breading. This step is what makes the outside golden and crispy and also locks in the moisture, keeping the inside tender and juicy. It also fully cooks the chicken, making it safe to eat. After par frying, the nuggets are not quite ready yet. They move onto a conveyor belt that takes them into a massive freezer. They are flash frozen, which means they're frozen very, very quickly at extremely low temperatures. If they were frozen slowly, large ice crystals would form and damage the meat, making it mushy when you reheat it. The packages are then sealed, stamped with expiration dates and batch codes for traceability, and passed through a metal detector one last time as a final safety check. Finally, the packaged chicken nuggets are placed into cardboard boxes, stacked on pallets, and stored in large freezer warehouses. From here, they are loaded onto refrigerated trucks and shipped out to grocery stores, restaurants, and fast food chains all around the country and even the world. The cold chain is maintained throughout the entire journey, meaning the nuggets stay frozen from the factory to the store, ensuring they arrive safely and in perfect condition. And that's the final step. The next time you see them in the frozen food aisle or order them at a drive-thru, you'll know the incredible journey they've been on. It's a complex process involving science, technology, and a lot of hard work, all to create that simple, delicious chicken nugget. It's pretty amazing, right? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more behind-the-scenes looks at how our food is made, Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what food you want me to investigate next. See you in the next video.